Alright guys, today we are going to be doing a state of the collection for July of 2016. And what we have here is my very first Swiss automatic watch. What you're going to be seeing here are the pieces that I currently have with me in Phoenix, Arizona. I have two watches in Boston, Massachusetts. One of them is my very first kind of, higher end, not $20 from Target watch, which is an Orient Bambino. And I think that is a dress watch. And then I also have a vintage Omega Genevieve that's gold plated. And I actually bought that after I bought this watch. So this is my very first Swiss automatic watch. It's a nice dive watch from Christopher Ward. What I like about it a lot are the hands and this bezel. It sounds really, really sturdy. Feels good. The movement of the watch feels really good to wind. Everything about it just feels really robust. And it's very hefty. So normally that's like a negative, but it feels robust, so I'm going to count it as a positive. So next, so going forward, all the watches are in order. So in the order in which I acquired them. So we have up next the Seiko Sarb 065. This is a nice white 60s styled dress watch with the very accurate Seiko 6R15C movement. I actually think this is the most accurate movement in my collection. I have another watch with the same movement, but I don't know. I'm not completely in love with this watch. I don't think this design is necessarily going to be super timeless. I see this more as kind of like a fad watch, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for saying so. And that's okay, but the strap is really pretty bad, and I've talked a lot about this before, but when you factor the cost of a new strap in, you're getting into like the Swiss watch price range, about $500. So I don't know, I would buy this piece used if you really like the design. But yeah, so I think I'm going to sell that and get an aviation piece, an aviation-inspired piece instead. I've been looking at some Leicos and some Damascos. I hope I'm pronouncing those correctly. Up next, we have the Seiko Sarb 033. I bought this used from a Watch You Seek forum member. Very great condition. Really like that seller. It has a nice brushed bracelet, not as nice as the Christopher Ward, but this piece is, I think, half of the price or a third of the price new for that watch. So you can't really blame it. Has some nice case features. The problem for this watch, for me, again, if there was a situation where I wanted to wear this, I would probably just wear the Christopher Ward. So again, I think this Seiko here is not going to spend a whole much more time in my collection. I'm actually going to put this down here. Yeah, reflect that window light. Yeah. So next up we have my Frederique Constant. This is the Slimline. It was a nice ETA 2824 movement. Yeah, you're familiar with that. It has a nice band though, and it has a really nice color on the dial, and it has that really nice insignia on their clasp down here. I'm not sure about this watch, honestly. I don't know how I feel about it. It's gold plated, so part of me doesn't like the fact that it's kind of like fake and gold plated, but at the same time I can't really afford a gold watch, so I think this is nice. I got it on sale please don't pay retail for this. It's way too overpriced. All right. So, up next, we got the Tissot Powermatic 80. I really like this watch. It has a nice, has a lot of things going for it. It has kind of like those multi-level dials. I don't know if you can see that right there. And then it also has like the brush finishing on the case, the woven metal right here, as you can see. It also has some polishing around the outer edge of the glass here. Really, really nice, really high attention to detail here. The movement is pretty beautiful. It's a chronometer. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this piece. My inclination is to sell it because, again, if I want to wear a black dress watch or a watch for a more dressy occasion, I would probably wear my diver just because I really, really like the diver. But maybe it'll grow on me. So I would say I'd probably sell this one first, this one second, and the Tissot third. And I did get a really great deal on this watch too, so can't really complain there. So I'll put that down here. Wow, it's messing up all my other watches. All right. Oh, one other thing too. Tissot put the clasp, the deployment clasp up here. Frederic Constant put it down here, and so did Seiko. I actually prefer it up here. So points for the Tissot on that one. And then finally, we have the Hamilton Jazzmaster. This is a watch that I got on my birthday 2 days ago. Very, very nice ETA 2824 movement, as expected for this price range. But it has some nice case features. I really like the crown guards there. It makes the watch a little bit, or the crown a little hard to operate in some scenarios when you're wearing the watch. But if you take it off, that solves the problem. It has a really nice band and really nice stitching, really close attention to detail, and I really like the lume on the dial. I don't know if you're going to be able to see how that's applied there, but it's pretty amazing. So I'll show you kind of a close-up of a few watches here while I talk about the future of watch collecting and what I think I'm going to do next. So I'm never going to sell this piece, and I'm probably never going to sell this piece. This piece is just such a great value, and I kind of use it as my beater watch, so to speak. So I'm probably not going to sell it. This one has sentimental value to me. Got it for my birthday. But I think the other four watches that you see here, the Frederic Constant, the Sarb 033, the Sarb 065, and the Tissot, are all up for grabs, so to speak. Moving forward, I do want a pilot watch. I really like the Sin, I think it's the 556i, might be the 956. Anyway, I found one of those with a red second hand, and I really like the way that the red kind of jumps out on that dial. Hopefully I have a picture on screen that you can look at. But it really looks amazing, and I don't have an aviation watch. As you can see by my collection here, I've kind of stuck to indices, so applied indices over like Arabic numerals or what have you. So this pilot watch, it does have the nice broad pilot watch hands, but it still has those indices, which is what I like. And then I've also thought about picking up a Steinhardt Pepsi GMT. So I might sell these four watches and get those two. We'll see. Another thing is, I'm really trying to grow this channel and trying to get out really high quality content and nice comparison videos and watch reviews. So the more watches that I kind of change out in my collection, the more content that I can put up here on this channel. So I may kind of do some comparisons of the lower cost Seikos that really interest my attention. or kind of catch my attention and that I'm very interested in. So yeah, so here is the collection. And sorry, I'm totally blabbering here now. But long term, I'd like to pick up a Rolex sub with no date. You should probably, there will be a picture up now that you can look at. I don't know, it's such a classic look. It's the watch that got me into collecting watches. And I think at that point, I could probably replace the Christopher Ward here. I think they're very, very similar. And I think I would like the no-date Rolex just because I think it's more of a classy look, personally. So thank you guys for watching, and let me know, what are you guys up to in your collection? How many pieces do you have? What pieces are they? And where are you trying to grow from here? What are your next steps? Yeah, and if you like the video, leave me a like. And if you want to see more of this type of stuff, watch reviews, watch comparisons, looking at my collection, hearing me babble on and on about watches, please hit that subscribe button. Again, I'm really trying to grow the channel, and you can help me with that so we can continue on our journey. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye. Bye.